Today we bought this $2 million mansion and we're gonna transform it into a church. Hey, that's me, Father Moses, top of our new church building. And no, I'm not having a mental breakdown, and no, the police are not coming to get me. But if you stick around in this video, I'll explain what I'm doing with those 2 tablets of steel. We moved into our current location about 3.5 years ago, and in that time, we've nearly tripled in size, including adding 70 catechumen in the last 5 months alone. And for that reason, we desperately need to find a new building. Hey babe, I found a great property for $2 million.
Sweetheart, that's way too much money.
So we bought it. With the help of a generous donor, we were able to procure a loan and go out and see the new property. We ready to go inside or what? Yeah. And the whole parish decided to come along also. And it was like Moses and the Israelites journeying into the promised land. Somebody said, it has very much kind of a monastery vibes, right? It has that kind of rustic, out in the wilderness kind of feel. There's not a bunch of houses around. It's very quiet and prayerful. Where are you guys hoping to hold your wedding reception?
In this building.
One of the most important rooms in the entire building. We can smash the mirrors and turn this into a gym. Here it is. Beautiful location for our church. We were looking at this yesterday, and it makes the most sense to put it right smack dab here, and then all the parking right there. Anytime that we are building a church, we're setting up, an enemy base in hostile territory, right? And we are seeking to take back and conquer the land for Christ. Anytime that we endeavor to do that or set out upon doing that, of course, we're going to be met with a lot of resistance in the spiritual realm. Because as St. Paul says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Speaking of going into battle, we entered into the annual ultimate battle of Great and Holy Lent, which is kicked off with an absolute sweat fest of Forgiveness Vespers. Because we're entering into Great Lent and there aren't any home blessings during that time, we had to finish knocking out the last few ones so that we could help the families find some peace, essentially sanctify their homes before the real battle of Lent begins.
Welcome, welcome.
Why are you recording? What are you doing? Come on, David Dobrik, let's go. Does heaven have a ghetto? That's what I want to know. Do you have a candle? I know you've been stealing from church. Where are they at? Blessed is our God, always, now, and ever, and unto ages of ages. When thou was baptized in the Jordan, speaking of house blessings, we got to have an absolutely awesome blessing at our house of having Bishop Emilianos from Australia, who's the spiritual son of the great saint Elder Emilianos from Simona Petra on Mount Athos, come and spend the afternoon with our family. I've been a priest almost 12 years, but before people would come to the church, and you'd have to explain to them, like, what is Orthodoxy, what are icons, why do we venerate them? Just talk through all kinds of stuff. Now people, they come on their first Sunday, and they're like, Father, how do I become a catechumen? Since we don't drink coffee in our house, it was only fitting that we gave him a little bit of a pre-workout in the afternoon to pick him up before our spiritual conversation. We'll give you like 100 milligrams of caffeine. That's like a cup of coffee, but it has other stuff in there too, so you'll feel your brain will come alive. It seemed the best time to shoot some content afterwards.
You have to have your heart open in front of God at all times. This is prayer at all times.
What's this, what's the word in Greek that St. Paul says, the emptying?
Kenosis.
Kenosis, that's right.
Yeah. By doing it in front of God, it's not that his presence was not there before, but willingly, I'm sort of activating his presence in my life.
How do we do this? How do we consistently? Because we're just like, forgive me in the world is so much. It's so much like this. You know what I mean?
How do you think the martyrs of our church did it when they were cutting off their hands and their feet?
I don't know.
It's exactly the same way that the ascetics had. It's vigilance, nipsis, focus, this focus.
I mean.
This is the focus. So once we have this focus and once you cultivate it, it becomes a good habit. It's like you're building up a muscle.
No.
And then you have this muscle memory. The movements are mechanic. That's what you do in the gym, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's what we do in the gym. Muscle memory.
I'm coming to the kingdom. I would give forever just to be a son of God and praise His holy name.
I was blessed with Father Turbo being able to come out for the tail end of Bishop Emilianos' visit as a dear old friend of mine. You gotta get the shoulders warmed up. They're a little bit tired. They're a little tired from yesterday. Oh, not too. He was able to act as hype man to get me ready for shooting the announcement video that we did on the roof.
Oof. I'd be a good cut man.
You'd be a good corner man.
I'd be a good corner man. Top of your mouth! Get in there! Get in there, Bob! What are you doing?
Yeah, this is really good, dude. Look like Gumby.
Who's Gumby? No.
There you go.
That's it, just like a gospel book.
And blast, yeah, blast, dude. Hand me the other one.
Yours no way you can hold them in both hands.
Just hand me that.
Listen to playing.
Do you hear this?
Go ahead, Father.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, we need to get some straps.
It's hard, dude.
Yeah.
I can't let you climb a roof, son, because you're a child. Huh? Hold on. Tell me when to get up right here. Let my people get yoked. I was born to rock Mount Sinai like my ancient spiritual father did. Dear friends and enemies, I want to thank you so much for all your love and support. And so it is that I come to you today with this awesome opportunity that we would be spreading the faith of Holy Orthodoxy to God's country, Texas. We have this unique opportunity of building not just a church, but a retreat center, a place that would be a hub of Orthodoxy for future generations, a cemetery and a learning center, a place to inspire those who come after us. And so it is that I come to you asking your help. In order to put the fun in fundraising, we have devised 3 tiers for your enjoyment. Number 1,
This man is going to bench press 225 pounds for every $100 donation.
for a $1,000 donation, I am going to drag my truck 100 feet. And for every 10,000, 25, and 100,000 donation, you will have your name of your family inscribed on these tablets, which will be presented in the entryway of the church for future generations to commemorate. And if we hit the goal of $2 million, I will pay out of my own pocket to fly to Mount Sinai in Egypt. I will carry these tablets to the top, and I will commemorate in prayer all of the donors for this awesome expedition. God bless you. Imagine they get bent on the first day, dude. Oh,
Or if you drop it,
right here.
all the way down.
Take out a better win.
Whoa.